Recently, I had the opportunity to visit Seating Matters in Northern Ireland in the Limavady country. Martin and Ryan and its team built such great chairs for elderly people. They have transformed the organization into a lean company the last few years. They've done a tremendous, great job to build a lean culture with its team. Great work. As you walk in, you can't miss the picture and comment of Paul Akers, who has influenced the company significantly over the last couple of years. And at shortly before 8, the whole team gathers for the morning meeting upstairs. They've pulled off such an engaging, powerful morning meeting. It's just really impressive. Every day a new person leads the morning meeting. They have a lot of fun. They have the exercise they're starting with. And then one of the questions comes up, do you spot any missing tools? And they can address it immediately without looking later on. Do you spot any defects? They can address it immediately. Matters is taking the morning meeting very serious. They're using that session for education and developing purposes to grow their people, to make them lean maniacs. They're using that for quizzes and games and a lot of fun. They're just taking it to the next level. They're showing CI improvements from other companies and their own company. Every day they're showing some of the improvements. Just really amazing how they're trying to develop and grow their lean people in the morning meeting.
Can you explain what this board is about? You got the Coke bottles, and I love.
So the bottle is actually to replicate a bottleneck. So if you can see here, we have wood cutting in the sewing. So on today, which is tomorrow's chairs, they have to be on tomorrow's one. So the chair is ready in time to be cut in time, be ready to leave tomorrow. So we have one leader in each area of the factory, and they will come up here in the morning time, and they'll state if they're behind or if they're in front. So if they're in front and they're on target, there'll be no bottle. But if they're behind, they'll put a bottle. So we know there's a bottleneck in this area come the meeting. So we'll discuss this at the meeting tomorrow, and we'll be great. What can we do to help this area? Do we need more people in there to help? If the foreman is ahead, the guys from foreman can leave and come help the wood until they're back on target again. So it means everybody gets help and nobody is struggling behind.
So this board is high-level flow of all the stations, yes?
Yeah.
And then you said you're reviewing that daily?
Daily, yep. So we've a weekly...
You want to have daily targets to be achieved,
yes,
correct?
so say this week is 70 chairs weekly, so that's 14 chairs a day. So we need to make sure we're on target every day to reach our goal at the end of the week.
Awesome. So here at Seating Matters, they got the lean terminologies all listed here, where the morning meeting is. And they actually played a little game.
So yesterday we played a game. One of our JB was in charge of the morning meeting yesterday. So we came up with an idea to play a game called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So the target was £1 million. So we done a game on the lean terminologies. So we turned all these boards around so no one could see them, because we try to learn all these phrases and terminologies every day in our meeting. So it was a good test. So, say yesterday we done a question. One of the questions was, what is SMED? So, everybody knows that. Single minute exchange of days. So, if we get that right, our team would have got a tick. So, that's
so you get 1,000 points for every correction?
Yeah, so this was telling to me £1,000, okay? Or dollars. So, each team got it right, but some teams got, it was faster finger first. So whoever got up first and got the answer in time got 2 points.
Okay.
There's different ways of playing the game, but
so these are all lean phrases that they have learned over the years from various books and other visitors maybe, and so on. Awesome. And what's this welcome to paradise?
This is what everyone here wants or would like to create paradise. So I think we'll take the stuff we do in-house. So it saves any struggle. So likes of music. Everybody has speakers in the area now, Bluetooth speakers, so they can play music.
So this is what your employees wish to have?
Yes.
Or wish to do?
Yep.
And you call your place the paradise?
Yes. You want work to be paradise. You want work to be fun, and you want people to want to come to work.
Okay. And then when you have the check mark, that means
we've done it.
You've done it as a company or as a team?
As a team. We're a team.
So when did you start this?
We went to In the Ditch. Me, Ryan, Martin and Jonathan went to In the Ditch, and we realised that they wanted to create paradise. And we were like, we need to create paradise. This is the main aim. Our people need to create paradise. So we came home the next day, got a whiteboard and we stood here for an hour and went through everybody what they would like to make work more fun or more enjoyable or how to improve work to make it better. And these are all the things we came up with.
So what happens if, let's say, some of those things will be very expensive or hard to do?
A gym.
A gym?
Yeah.
Okay, they want a gym. That's item number 41.
Yeah. Fastcap have a gym. Some of our employees would like a gym.
Okay.
It's not a no. We will aim towards that, and that is something we will get.
It may be 5 years,
Yes.
it may be 1 year.
Yeah, we haven't got around
But
to
you
it
will
yet.
actually try to implement all of those
Yeah, we will,
actions
yeah.
to make the employees enjoy their work here
That's the most
at
important thing.
Seating Matters.
Most important thing.
Very
is
impressive.
the people.
Very impressive.
The people is the most important thing.
So people are very important
Yep.
because that drives your company.
That's correct.
Very
yeah.
impressive. So Declan, I had noticed this morning that nobody had their hands in their pocket.
That's correct.
And I had to force myself to be sure that I don't put them in the pocket as well. Can you explain, is this something from Ireland or is that something you learned or is it something you started?
It's something we learned from Japan. It's respect for people. So anyone standing in Japan will never stand their hands in their pockets or they never cross their arms. That's disrespect. It means that you're not focused on what the person's saying. So we learned this from Paul Akers and in Japan. So when you're in Japan, you must always keep your left hand over your right because your right hand is your fighting hand. So you always want to keep that covered. So that's the way in Japan you would stand. You'd always cover your right hand. So we just brought that back to our company and everybody agrees that it's more respectful to stand your hands behind your back or in front.
So it's about respect, yes?
It's about respect.
Awesome. And another thing I noticed, they're talking about respect here, this board, they had written down all the actions or the challenges regards the morning meeting and what employees would like to change. And they write them down and they make adjustments to the morning meeting as they move along and make changes to improve the culture and the morale here at Seating Matters.
From here on, we go down to the office and we check out the 5S, the visuals, the controls they have in place, the drawers, everything just very lean. Focus on every little thing to make it smooth and reduce the waste wherever possible. Placements for the Kanban cards stored in the system. Indication on the computer when somebody's on the phone. And here the person explains one piece
I do
flow.
the chair orders here and Annie does the part orders.
Okay.
And we used to have one desk and done everything from the one station, so we process the orders and everything and dispatch an invoice from one computer. So now we've spread it out. So with the first station I get the orders in and Annie's the same, she has a mirror image here. So I get all the orders in here and then process at the next station onto our system and issue serial numbers and everything like that. And then we make our labels for manufacturing, so if it needs wood labels or steel labels or serial number labels as well for the chair at the end. So then it would go out into the factory and when it comes back in, we do our dispatch and invoice here and we booked any deliveries or anything.
So why wouldn't you do it all in one? Do you have 4 different people here or is it just one
It's
person?
just me, and if it's busy, so yesterday we were really busy, so Alison was able to come in and she stood here and done all the labels for manufacturer while I processed them all on our system.
Okay. And why
So-
wouldn't you just do it all on one computer?
Well, we used to have just one, but
Yeah.
everything ended up, we had to batch everything and do everything at one
Okay.
time, so 10 orders would
So
have
one
come in.
piece flow on the order process.
Yeah, so it used to be 10 orders come in during the day and we would print all 10 out and then we would put all 10 on the system and then issue all 10
Okay.
and then print all the labels and the factory would
Okay.
be waiting this whole time for an order, so this way it's spread out and it's much less
So you
stressful
just
for
then
us.
walk from this station,
Yeah, and just
walk
step
to the
through
next
there.
station,
Yeah.
and just kind of like a U shape,
Yeah.
One piece flow.
one piece flow. Awesome.
And before we used to keep the Kanbans in front of the product. So instead we would have had the Kanban here, but then it wasn't clear whenever someone took the last box away that they had a reorder. So now it's actually,
A full Kanban system.
it's a pull Kanban system. So whenever someone needs this product, they have to pull out the Kanban before they can take the product. So it just stops the defects.
And do they actually follow that?
Yep, so because the elastic band's round it, no one would ever take the product without taking the Kanban.
Okay. And then what did they do with the Kanban card?
So once the Kanban needs ordered, then they come here
They bring it there.
and they would put it in this pouch.
Okay. Okay. And then you process the order.
Yep.
Okay. So this is actually a comparison doing this process as one piece flow takes 49 seconds and time to batch 1 minute and 8 seconds. So why would you put it up here?
So I didn't really believe that the one-piece flow system would work for this process. So I actually timed it myself, just to actually prove to myself and to my colleagues, of course, that it did work, that the one-piece flow system does work. And now that I realise it does work, I do it with everything in the stationery store.
Oh, awesome, that's incredible. So you had to prove to yourself that one piece works.
Yeah, so
Because we as human beings often we don't believe that, but
yeah.
and you believe it now.
So I believe it now. With
Awesome.
some processes I understood that it worked, but with this process, because it's the same thing over and over again, I just didn't really believe it. But now I do.
Unbelievable.
So someone can come over to my computer and easily just follow each process. And
So then you keep this instruction in here,
yep,
how to reprint these documents, yes?
yeah. So it's practically like the same as a Kanban card. It's just telling you the exact process.
We've seen the cultural change in the office and also in the upstairs meeting. That's where it all starts. Walking down the plant, we can see all the visuals they have in place. All the labeling, the organization. Lean has touched every corner. This garbage bin slides along when a person is cutting off the fabric and just they don't have to waste all the motion. It's just unbelievable what you can see, all the organization and the level of improvements. It's unbelievable. And the supports that have been made to hold those armrests in place so the employee can easily work on them, and the tool holders, everything is just like top level visuals they have in place, KPIs. Everything is just unbelievable, through the roof. I mean, they took Lean to a level that I haven't seen before within a short period of time. Within 2.5 years, they've created this massive transition from a regular operations towards Lean. Here you see the color coding again on all the different chairs that they're building for all the parts they have, giving this visual to the employees. Kanban systems again. Seating Matters really took it serious and they applied Lean everywhere possible. And here's the Paradise, that's their lunchroom, and the Lean everywhere, in the cabinets, in the fridge, everywhere. It's just phenomenal, really amazing team. Great work.